Libra, you radiant being. How are you doing? Well, I bring you exciting, stunning, unusual, and exceptional news. Yeah, baby, we are in for a wild ride. Our lives are all about to change for the next 7 years, and we're all about to be shaken up, woken up, and enlightened in shocking and thrilling ways as Uranus shifts signs this July. Now, it does nip back from November to April, which is perfect because it gives us all an opportunity to reflect on the absolutely wild times that have happened to us and where this kind of electrifying, stunning energy is going to take us. Now, the best way for me to describe this for you is all about adventure. You're going to want to travel. You're going to want to explore. You will want to gallop to new horizons, and you want to roar into a new life, and you won't want to sit still and do the same things and have the same routines. And if you do, the universe will take you on a wild adventure, whether you're feeling it or not. You're likely to mix with people from different cultures, different backgrounds. People that express their unique soul excite you. Also, you might think about really studying something and committing to something that you had let go of in some way, or suddenly you know, this is my mission, this is what I want to dive into. But everything is about expanding and exploring. This might be good news for you. Maybe things have been too static for a while, but the next 7 years is all about that. How do you feel about travel? How do you feel about exploring? Are you expressing your inner unique soul? Or have you been worried what people will think if you really let loose and show the universe who you are? Uranus doesn't mess about. It's like here, there, everywhere. And just as you're sort of, thinking, I'm going to snuggle in now and relax, there may be another opportunity and another adventure. But it's certainly thrilling. It's certainly exciting, and it's going to take you to places you've never been. Whether you're doing it from home or whether you actually end up traveling the world or going somewhere completely obscure, you will find it absolutely an adventure for sure. Now, we're being led gently into the wildness of Uranus because Venus, the planet of love and abundance, is taking our hand and saying, okay, I'm going to just lead you into this massive big transition. I mean, many of you may even move countries or experience things where you're plucked out from what is familiar and thrown into something totally unfamiliar. But there's a part of you that is going to appreciate it. Now, while Venus, the planet of love, leads you in gently by the hand, it's a great time to think about what you want in these areas, what you can manifest and what you can put out there. You might find yourself volunteering as well, or wanting to do something where you go to another country to help people. But whatever it is, you're not standing still for the next 7 years. You are, you're like an old-fashioned explorer. You're like a woman in the 1920s going across the desert on a camel. It may have been unexpected at the time, but it feels totally natural and amazing. So everything will have this edge of exploration. And that can manifest in many ways, because the one thing we know about Uranus is it won't be predictable. You might be sitting there going, oh, yes, well, I fancy having a little visit to Australia. Maybe I'll move to France. I can probably guarantee you that actually that's not what's going to happen because Uranus doesn't deliver the goods in the way that we expect. We can't control it. We can't outthink it. It just let it be. Just climb aboard for the ride and you'll be okay. In fact, you'll be better than okay. But as I say, we have from November to April to look back at our first flavor, taste and bite of Uranus in Gemini and how it impacts our life. One thing I can say, it will be certainly something extraordinary. So surrender to it and enjoy Venus guiding you in, and do ask for favors and do suggest things and do put your kind of orders out into the universe. Now, Neptune is going retrograde, which is great. It's particularly good for romance, actually. If you've been in a relationship and you've lost a bit of the romance, or you've got caught up in the mundane in your life and you've left behind a valid and important part of your spirituality, you can reclaim that now with Neptune retrograde. That happens on the same day as Venus enters Gemini. And just before that, actually, we have Venus joining forces with Uranus. You've had a tough time with Uranus, so I think this is going to be a lot lighter for you. You have had some very intense experiences over the past 7 years. Life, death, rebirth, sex, obsession, feelings of powerlessness, being involved with situations where maybe where there's a lot of hiddenness and secrets. But you've had Uranus in your primal zone. I can only imagine what that's been like for you, but certainly, you know, it pushed your buttons. There might have been experiences of obsession or jealousy or addiction. And now you're coming through that into actually an energy that's very optimistic and very freeing and very liberating. So hurrah for that. But on July the 4th, there is a big connection, or around that date anyway, before the 7th anyway, you've got Venus and Uranus in that vibe. So a load of primal emotions might come up for you, but be gentle with yourself, darling. Be sweet to yourself. Don't give yourself a hard time, and don't think that whatever these overwhelming primal feelings are will last, because they won't, because you're stepping into a brand new era. Now, the full moon on around the 10th is going to make you want to be cozy. You're having a peak experience to do with your family or home. It is actually a great time to get the people around you that make you feel safe and do something cozy and sweet for yourself. You might have a dream about your home or about your family, so pay attention, write it down. We have Saturn going retrograde and Mercury going retrograde. That is a lot of retrogrades, darling. The past is popping up in some way, ready to birth you into this exciting new future. So, you know, it's okay to look back at the past. Maybe actually in your case with Mercury retrograde that you find that an opportunity from the past pops back up, or you're working with people you work with in the past, or you end up something that you wanted to manifest in the past that hasn't happened, boom, just comes in. There's certainly some very interesting conversations. And you're super good at manifesting, particularly after the sun goes into Leo. It's your manifesting time. You're connecting to people. You want solidarity. You want community. You want to do something important that matters. And also, you could go viral at this time because you got your finger on the pulse of being connected to all that there is. You're a very important part of the whole. And one of the most powerful new moons for manifesting for you of the year is on July the 24th. And, I suggest you just take a minute to feel that connection, to feel you're the unique spark in you that connects to the unique spark in everyone else and beyond, not just to this dimension, to every dimension, the millions of dimensions where you're living and creating and being, and also to being connected to source. Be like a great big glowing, vibrating lamp or lighthouse that draws towards you what you need. Although I haven't said that. Lighthouses send things away, don't they? They warn of danger. No, you don't do that, darling. No, be a beacon. Be a magnetic beacon for what you want to attract. Venus enters Cancer, and you're thinking about your career. You're thinking about your life's mission, your purpose, your reputation. But it's really good for you because, again, you'll be a magnet for all good things in that area, and you'll feel strong, you'll feel robust, and you will feel ready to go. Don't be afraid to be cutting edge and different, not only now, but for the next 7 years, because that is your gift. That is your magic now. Anyway, exciting. Sending you so much love. Take care, gorgeous, and I'll speak to you soon.
I like to class a reading as an oasis for the soul, time out, where we can really spoil ourselves.
When someone comes online, I'm already there. Their energy straight away goes whoosh and the messages start.
We need happiness in our lives, we need joy, we need love, and these things shouldn't be so elusive. They should come to us as our birthright, and I want people to have that, to give them the ability to go directly to their dreams.
This work is incredible, it's joyful, it means so much that I'm able to give that gift to somebody.
I'll be looking at the obstacles in your life, but also the opportunities. I'd like to be the person that's going to straighten your crown for you.
It's very important for me that the client feels spirit with them and gives some validations. So it was a psychic reading.
It's been able to help somebody have a map back to where they've got lost from.